Alert. Systems damaged. Warp drive pressure increasing.
Crew, boost warp drive to full power.
But Captain,
I said full power, that's an order.
Redistributing power. Capacitors charging in 4, 3.
Just a bit more.
Warp successful.
we've made it.
It looks quite smart. It looks like one of the engines
Damage
is out.
analysis.
Starting damage assessment protocol. Testing main engines.
Move the mouse wheel up to increase the throttle and move forward. Reverse.
Moderate damage. Engines operational. Testing navigation systems.
Okay, WS, tilt the ship. Up and down. Q and E, turn left and right. A and D, rotate the ship.
Navigation systems operational.
Still
Testing power systems.
region fire on the left. Energy fuel system, shields, weapons and engines. Up arrow to assign all energy to weapons. Left, all energy to engines. Right to shields.
Power distribution correct.
There's gonna be too many buttons for me.
Captain, we're detecting warp signatures in the vicinity.
We've been followed. Prepare for attack.
One of our shields has fallen.
Go on!
We have lost the shield.
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
Ship. Destroyer. Direct the nuclear missile. Take out the two left mouth button.
shields is falling!
Go, 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 go! Full power! Engage the Picard maneuver! Hi, Gav. Already dead.
Good work, team. Is everyone all right?
Captain, I've determined this news will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
How do I salvage a ship? Hold the fire button over the red dot, salvaging the loot. Once it becomes up. I love the music. How you doing, Gav? What's new? Can I use a controller? That would be easier. No. Inventory. Okay. This game is a mix. Well, I think it's a mixture between. I've never played FTL, but this is supposed to be a mixture of it. Become captain of a stellar cruiser, cross the galaxy to save Interstellar Republic. During your journey, you have to make important decisions, improve the weaponry of your ship, and fight against numerous enemies. It's been funded from Kickstarter, and it should be available Q1 2019. There's a demo, that's what this is, which is available now. Two corpses. Scrapping workshop. Crew members.
System analysis. Critical. Repairs needed immediately.
Cruiser, hard
All
in
right,
here.
Mai, what's our current position?
We are currently in the Thema 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it using our drive engines.
Preparing warp drive.
I'm going to salvage the other ships first. Cooking some slow ribs. So inventory. It's not a loot box, it's a salvage box. Can I put that into mine? Change that there. It's 4 o'clock already, for you. Click on the Tacit Stella sector.
Warp drive engines damaged. Jump impossible.
Mai, which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Okay, set in the coordinates.
Coordinates set.
Press space to start charging the quantum engines to fly to Antares port.
Mai, situation report on Antares port.
Accessing database. This station serves as a crucial hub for business tycoons and mining sector speculators. It has a large port specialized for trade freighters that return full of materials from mining settlements. They also swear they have the best beet soup recipe in the universe.
Oh shit, what? Woof! Do I have to land this? How? Oh, okay, cool. Oh god, have I got a docket? Oh Christ.
Captain Scott from the 5th Republic Fleet here. We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Enter the highlighted area at low speed. Stop in the highlighted area. Wait a few seconds without moving to confirm docking. Where's John D? Is that? When you discover a great commotion around freighters on the station, when you exit your ship, you should hear shouts from the eye. Angles all merchants bidding increasing numbers of the merchandise your crew. Yourself leave the freighters behind and search for a repair workshop. You find yourself looking at the neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. Ouch, that hurt. It's a scruffy young woman. Ouch, that hurt. It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metal objects and all sorts she had on her as she tries to steady herself. I'm Scotty. Sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. Don't be worry about your heart. You should be more careful. Speaking of the captain, I'm sorry. No, it's my fault entirely. Oh, excuse me, Captain. I'm so sorry. My name is Susan. I'm the head of the Pulsar repair ship. Pulsar ship repair workshop. What can I do for you? Actually, we're looking to repair our shop for our ship. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. No way! KP-564SC warship is completely totaled. How did you manage to? Alright, we can do it, but it won't be cheap or easy. The repair cost highly exceeds your credit amount. After negotiating, you agree to handle a series of tasks for her in return for payment. Or, And in the meantime, they shall give you a completely operational ship. Of course, Captain, the transmission bay is in the next 2 streets over. I can show you the way. Large space stations often have a transmission system highly superior to that of a normal ship, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk through the station until reaching the transmission bay, where you encounter 2 guards. After identifying yourself, you're allowed to pass and spot the transmission crew busily sending coordinates and data to nearby situations. You're granted a terminal order and send a situation report to the Republic. Captain Scott here. We're transmitting from the Anteros port station in sector Thama 6. Admiral Xiao.
Captain Scott, we are expecting your arrival next 2 days ago.
Yes, sir. We ran into problems. We were following a trail of a slaver network in the Labotha Sector 1. We infiltrated their base and obtained a crucial part of our information that you asked us for, but our scientists are still unable to decipher it. During our retreat, I'm doing a really bad Scottish accent. During our retreat, we are ambushed by assault fleet. We thought we had them left behind when we are at the sector, but we were intercepted. We finally managed to finish off the enemies, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives and Genesis was practically destroyed.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain.
We give the sending off they deserve, but your ship... Why am I a robot? What is your ship's current status? Our ships are damaged. Currently inoperative. As soon as the repair, we'll return to headquarters for a stellar summit.
As one of those experienced captains of the Republic, your presence is required at the head escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body of the universe shall present and will be aside their differences in favour of new peace and prosperity.
Space station panel is offered services presented. The crew selection will be able to hire different crew members for your ship's positions. If you have any dead members, remember to hand them in for funeral services in order to free up cargo space. The store section has possibility to purchase different equipment. The contract panel gives you the best possibility as accept different missions in return for rewards. There's Kickstarter signs pinging. I can't see what. The stash allows you to store salvage pods for use for new runs though. Hand over the corpses of any dead crew members, accept the contract at Anteros Freighter. Store? Is it store? There's our boys. Make fuel. In order to repair the ship, we need an ion reactor. This wouldn't be a usual problem if we had needed materials, but this isn't the case. If you have any use for the space freighter E32 Pulsar repair ship is in 2 days, 2 Earth days. Her crew isn't answering any hails, and their last coordinates now show an nearing asteroid field. Accept the contract. Investigate the area and recover the cargo. What you got? What are you up to today then, Gav? Where are we now? Okay. Mikey! How's Papa? Smurf?
Everyone to their post. We must find that missing freighter.
Captain, do you think it could have been an attack?
It's strange. If it had been an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station, and they would have come to its aid.
They could have used a signal inhibitor to cut communications.
The asteroid cluster where the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any commercial route. Decree M22, under Republic law, restricts commercial routes in order to guarantee the safety of its freighters. This behavior would be a direct violation of Organic Space Law 412, Section 2/08.
Go to the Antero Cemetery. M. That's quite smart. Zoom in and out. No. Is it one that's marked on the map? Oh, okay.
We've arrived at the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
There doesn't appear to be anything here. My, can you scan the area?
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Seen
Let's
the
take
audio's
a
too
look.
loud. Oh, you should have said, like, a long time ago. It's been the same old. That better? Oh shit, I'm not going there, am I? Let me follow in the arrow. Oh, maybe I'm in. Search for clues about the E32's whereabouts in the asteroid field. Oh, okay. Is there a scanner? Sorry, I'm not very good with mouse and keyboard. What are you up to today, Mike? The thing I don't get about space is it's infinite, then why is the night, not sky, not completely full of stars?
Captain, we've found the source of the radiation. We should proceed to scan.
Affirmative. Mai, prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system. Scan complete, Captain. It's a fragment of the freighter's calibration reticle. I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
This looks like the result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
Is it the green or the blue we're going for? Blue.
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Ex-Cleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender or we'll open fire.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
You asked for it. Crew to arms.
Oh, what the hell? Push the wrong button. This hunk of junk's kicking your ass. End the sea, Captain? Oh, you're dead. Sorry.
Captain, the ships remain unresponsive to the liner we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing to board.
Space is very quiet. Just sitting it spinning. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it you must find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what once were the crew. After some time searching corridors, you come to a passageway with two possible paths. Shall we go to the left or shall we go to the right? Will it make a difference? Sarah says left, okay. Your crew and you advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further in the ship you go, the more you get the feeling you're not alone. After a while you reach another crossway. Left or right? Remember 4 lefts and we'll go back to where we started. Going left. You reach a small chamber where the path splits off into 2 directions again. One of the specialists says, "Captain, I think we've been here already." You look a bit closer and you're almost sure that you're back at the first turn you made. Well, let's go right then. Your crew and you advance through the corridor and you've chosen the further the ship you go, you more. After a while, you reach another. We'll go left, right. After working in circles, you arrive at the hallway and bay door opens in front of you. Through the door frame, still within the darkness, you're able to make out a faint light. Let's enter. As soon as you enter the bay doors and close the lights, turn on in the end of the room, you see a raw protonite shipment stacked in rows that might emit rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's MAI system. Intruders detected in the loading bay. Activating security protocol, opening evacuation bay doors. Halt! We are the crew of the Genesis. AI waits a few seconds and begins to speak again.
Opening suspended, validating credentials, error, they are intruders.
No, I am the captain. We deserve to teach you. His AI hesitates for a few seconds.
Establishing analysis approximately of intruders not identified and has 100%.
You hear the sever motors of the evacuation bay doors and the screech. Okay, we are intruders.
0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders, establishing an error analysis. Error.
The AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. Only someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. What are your orders? Jackbox. Hi John. Confused by the question, the AI answers.
The MAI system has to ensure the security of shipment and is tasked with eliminating the intruders who would take it.
If we want to protect the shipment, would you be the intruder that is jeopardizing it?
Alice's error, fatal logical error, intruder destruction.
The bay doors close behind you, eliminating the risk of being expelled through them, and the AI continues a litany of errors until it comes to the conclusion that it must eliminate itself. You hear a voice turn off as they ensure that everyone is safe.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Do I have a cold? No, the AI did. That was close for. Let's return to the Genesis with the shipment. We got raw protonite. Okay, exit.
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Captain, the coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base. Our team can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
You want to play some more rap battling, Mr. D? Is that what you want to do?
Control Tower, we request permission to dock.
Station Control Tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
After arriving at the station, go to the docking port where your ship is located, and you hit your spot, Susan. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes out to meet you. You've returned. You've returned. Have you found anything? Susan looks at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. We found freighters. We weren't any survivors. They were all dead. Susan was unable to do anything. They were violently butchered. Susan looks shocked by the news. After a few seconds, she recovers and to speak. That can't be. I knew the pilot ever since we were kids. By the way, were you ever able to recover the cargo? Yes, we were able to recover it. From friend that dies to, did you get my stuff? This is just a demo of the first mission. I have no idea how long it is. So far it's 50 minutes long. Well, at least there's some good news. Our crew currently heavily invested in the repair work. Since you need the ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us. You could process the protonite slabs and fabricate a new ion reactor. Okay, so we're right on it. You've obtained the first blueprint, and with it the specified materials, you can create the blueprint's objective in your task panel. Weapons and some objects can be scrapped. In order to do that, go to the task panel and assign the required task. Insert object and the crew member who will be undertaking the task. Protonite processing. Put it where I put it in. How do I process it? Go to the department screen, inventory and salvage on our department screen. Ah, there we go. Right, if I go to this, what, in there? An ion reactor. Is that what? Watched Ashton stream it a couple of weeks ago. But departments, okay. Should I be scrapping it or should I research? No. Right, ion reactor build. I put that in the wrong thing. Oh. Ion reactor build. Get Mary. Susan examines the reactor closely. An excellent job with this. We'll have everything we need to finish the repairs. I have another favour to ask of you in the meantime. We could be finishing things up. Speak to me when you're ready to go. Of course. Contracts. There's something I'm missing to do. Oh, there we go.
Well, we have a long way to go. We should depart. Engines on maximum drive.
Unauthorized order. You lack bridge privileges.
Howard Huggins.
So now I have a babysitter? Is the Republic sending you to watch over me?
It's a matter of security, Mr. Huggins. The last Proto-Knight shipment was assaulted.
Captains are not what they used to be. If a pirate ship attacked me, there wouldn't be enough space for them to hide.
We're sure of that.
At least in the future, Kickstarter's still doing well. Escort Huggins to the first mining station. Kill Mr. Huggins. I do like the music. The music is awesome.
What the hell? These transport ships are not ours.
It seems they found a more interesting intermediary than your company, Mr. Huggins.
This can't be. We have to register this immediately.
Press P to enter photo mode. Get exposing myself. Don't know what am I looking for?
When the foreman finds out, heads will roll.
Second mining station.
Captain, we have to go back to the station now.
What happened?
I forgot my lunch.
Mr. Huggins.
False
Okay.
alarm, I found it.
Captain, there's no sign of activity on the station.
It looks completely abandoned. We should dock and discover what's going on here.
I'll stay on this ship. Covering your backs.
Be better when they hire some actual voice actors. Oh. I'm available. Come on. Oh, that'll be why.
Sorry, John, I'm not very good at docking. Is that in the light? Am I in the light? Docking bay doors are open and the captain's crew arrive at Great Reception Hall. It's currently only has an emergency lights that show the remains of broken furniture strewn on the floor, forming large mounds of rubble. Yeah, well, let's reactivate the generators, then look for survivors. Search the chamber for an emergency terminal to re-establish systems. After a few minutes you find a room that contains generators. The head of the engineering team comes up to you. Captain, we've detected an anomaly in the generators. We could use the remains of one of the destroyed machines to make them work again. Go ahead and try. The team analyzes the damage with minute care and prepares a temporary solution. After a few minutes later, they constructed an apparatus that allows the energy to flow temporarily to function. Great job, team. Let's continue. With the lights on, you can see the destruction in the chamber much better. Dust cloud envelops the area. Among the remains of rubble protrude now buried human remains. You continue through the chamber when you suddenly hear one of the bodies still breathing. Let's help him. Upon digging out the body, you find a crewman is barely alive. The game. But we resisted. The man moves his arm slowly and pulls out an ID card. He hands it to you, and the light fades from his eyes. Rest. We need to find out what happened here. You advance through one of the hallways. On the walls you can see stretch marks. You can see scratch marks and blood. You reach a completely sealed bay door. Next to it you can see a small keycard reader. Team, can you hack the terminal? Your engineer systems upgrade capabilities ensures your success. The engineering team gets work and starts manipulating the terminal. A few minutes later they hear an electronic sound and the bay lights flash a few times before the eyes and the doors swing open, allowing your entry. We continue our advance. You advance through the hallway in search of different rooms that you find. You arrive to the bridge where a lot of recent dockings events must be. The large computer that occupies the room is completely destroyed. You continue advancing through the smaller chambers without any luck, finding anyone no clues of what could have happened. In one of the workshop we find plans of a weapon prototype. Maybe your engineers could make use of them. Let's leave the station and see there's nothing left to see.
So?
We've looked over the station. There are no survivors.
But this can't be happening.
We have to inspect the last station.
I think I've had enough. We should head back.
This oversteps your jurisdiction, Mr. Huggins. You can come with us or stay here. You decide.
This is an outrage! You guys are kidnapping me!
Preparing the jettison hatch for immediate exit.
Alright, fine. I'll go with you.
Okay, need to find the last station. Why, Brendan? So you don't play with us anymore? Maybe buying a PlayStation Pro or 5? You hungry, Jake? Is that what you're hanging about for? Finally arrive at the last station after hearing Inspector Huggins' complaints the entire time. You can't wait to finish the mission. Everything looks calm on the station where suddenly a group of ships appeared in the area. They're pirate ships, so you recognise ex-Pilo's emblem on their hulls. Maybe they want revenge. There's no time to lose. Order your crew to prepare to defend the station. Everyone to your posts.
Captain, the station is under attack.
I told you we should have gone back. We can still turn the ship around.
Control yourself, Mr. Huggins. We won't abandon any innocents. Crew, stay alert. We'll hold off the enemy attack.
Sir, yes, sir.
Are the green ones ours? Did I just shoot down one of ours? Is that because we rammed it? After the skirmish, the mining station's director thanks you. Thanks, Captain. Those pirates appeared out of nowhere and they wanted to keep our protonite extraction. We're lucky you arrived when you did. Are these attacks normal? No, this area is usually very peaceful, but in the past there's been a few skirmishes between pirates and trade ships, but this exceeds any other incident we've had to date. Do you have any information that could be deemed useful? You could ask the director if he's any real information shed some light on the pirates' intentions. He responds, I have no idea what they could be. Besides, our protonite, I thought an attack of the scale isn't just logical. Oh wait, a moment. The director disappears from the visor only to return a short time later. I've been informed that we've recovered an encrypted transmission on one of the ships. It may help you. Thank you, Chief.
Captain, the corrupt transmission corresponds to the rest of the data patterns.
Is it possible to begin an investigation, Crewman Burton?
The science team currently believes we have enough data to decode everything. We will begin right away.
Understood.
I don't get to play much anymore. I love you. Love you too, Brendan. You can't throw away all the battlefield stuff. No. Don't do it. Right, I'm just gonna... Well, I'm not really into simulation type games, but I'm quite enjoying this. If I had controller support, then I'd be even more delighted. But I think there's too many buttons. What was that? I agree with Paul. I thought you were going to be in our posse for Red Dead in November. How was that? I think that's all of them. Okay. Crop data. Code admission received. Performance. Engineering? No. Research lab. Get Randall.
Our work here is done. Let's head back to the station.
I think I need a vacation.
Ooh. Range 1400, 5, 6, 30, 33. Return to port.
Republic ship requesting docking permission, please.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Hopefully it won't be... there we go. Is that enough? Yep. Once back at the station, Howard says goodbyes with his few words as he leaves the group. Susan comes up with some more cheerful demeanour. You're finally back, Inspector Huggins. Looked at a bit of the place. Did everything go well? Yeah, it's best not to ask. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Susan looks away a few seconds but recomposes herself and resumes the chat rapidly. In any case, we have good news. It was tough, but your ship's repairs have been completed. I guess it's goodbye. Don't be strangers, come and visit us if you ever get back to the sector. I'm captain of a ship. Of course we'll see each other again.
Captain, our scanners detect multiple signals in the area. Maybe we should investigate them before warping to Tacit Stella. Perhaps someone needs our help.
Map. It's quite a big map, eh? Where's Telsit Cell? Where are we? Oh, there. Okay. But you couldn't zoom in and out.
Captain, the investigation has finished. We've been able to restore the transmission we picked up in the slavers' headquarters. I think you need to hear this immediately.
Nartos, Fleet Admiral of the Children of the Sun here. Situation.
Praise the sun!
Commander Explio from Lithobia 1 here. All preparations are complete as per your orders.
Perfect. The Galactic Summit is nearly upon us. The wrath of the Children of the Sun shall fall upon the Interstellar Republic.
I can't believe it. We have to relay this as soon as possible.
Understood, Admiral. Although there's something that worries us. A captain of the Republic is snooping around the sector. We followed him after his warp jump, but he destroyed our ships.
Take care of him as soon as possible. Now is the time for us to control the mining and commerce network. Send a pirate fleet and make sure that the protonite mining stations are under our control and that none of the Republic stations are supplied. Break their will, and if necessary, kill them all. May the sun light your way, Commander.
Is that what you need to pay?
We'll keelhole them all. Explio out.
It's a taxable amount. We got taxed. Messed up somewhere.
Shit. Go up, go up, go up.
We welcome you, captains. The reception is awaiting you on the docks. All representatives and diplomats shall be escorted to the Senate chambers, where the summit shall